Hello and welcome to Eyewitness Report on Channels Television, where you inspire what becomes news through those photos and videos you send to our portal. On the program today, life gets tougher for residents of Bauchi communities as water scarcity bites harder. The dilapidating entrance of Oworonshoki gets attention. But what's the state of infrastructure within the community? Popular Shita roundabout in Surulere taken over by water due to blocked drains. What's the local authority doing about this? These and more on Eyewitness Report. I'm Chris Elamps. There is a popular African saying that water has no enemy, which means everyone needs it, considering the fact that our body is made up of a greater percentage of water. Now, as important as this, some communities in Bauchi State, in the northern region of the country, are battling with acute shortage. Now, this is telling on their lifestyle. Stay back for details. Water is life, and it is also the driving force of all nature. This quote explains why USMAN DANAZUMI's daily routine is the search for water. He has just come out from his house to this pit, where he fetches water for domestic use. He lives in Guru community, a suburb of Bauchi, where residents are forced to devise means of getting water supply by digging up water pits to meet up with their daily water demands due to scarcity. These water pits are 4 in numbers, spread across different locations in the community. The oldest is the one USMAN fetches water from, and the people tell us that it is over 100 years old, as old as the community. It has since become the major source of water supply to the people. Guru is a rocky terrain. That makes it difficult to dig up wells in order to access water. This top is the result of communal efforts, but it has never seen a drop of water due to limited resources to complete the project. Similarly, this borehole has been dry for many years. The other one has just been fixed, but it barely endures pressure from the people. Considering the pressure being exerted, it could break down any moment, and when that happens, the people resort to the pits. Every drop of water here in Guru is very important, irrespective of its hygiene status. They recount the difficulties they encounter just to get water.
Yes, unfortunately, the problem of water in Guru community is very sad to describe. We have been living here in Guru. Guru was created even before the Bauchi state itself. What I know, for many years we are into the scarcity of water, serious scarcity of water that cannot be even described. If you can see the water we are taking, I believe when someone see, you would think that this water will be taken by animals, but it's not animals. It's we human beings, the people of Guru community. You can see it yourself. I believe we can take you around to see how the thing is. When we say something like that, some people will take it as something different, maybe for politics reason or something like that, but it's not true. is reality. We only have one borehole, and this borehole was donated by Muazu Redeem, the first tenure, and for over some years, people from GRA used to come and take water here. It now got spoiled. We donate money to repair it. After some days, it will damage. We donate, it damage. Like we, the elders, that is the youth, we have to go out around 1 o'clock, 2, 3. When you come to that borehole around 3 o'clock, 3 a.m., that is midnight, you would think that it's a marketplace, while it's not a marketplace. Everybody was scattering to have water, drinkable water, that it will sustain himself. But upon that, no way. Please, 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 every wealthy individual that is listening to this program should help us. We are in need of all these things.
A demonstration of their water challenge is captured as some of the children drink dirty and unhygienic water. This perhaps accounts for the health challenges that is common to most of them.
There is a clinic called, it's around State Locus, that is behind NEPA office. People used to call that clinic Guru Clinic because of the water we are consuming. Almost all the people of Guru are having typhoid fever, malaria fever, and so on and so forth, because of the bad water we are taking. I cannot do complete 2 to 3 days without lying down for medication. Even as of now I'm talking to you, I'm having kidney problem. Personally, I have kidney problem, and I believe it's because of all this bad water. And when you look at it, most of us are family men. When you collapse, who is going to cater for your family? Nobody. Who is going to feed your family? Nobody.
We met with the Emir of Guru, Alhaji Baba, in his palace, and he tells us how they sought help from authorities concerned, which never came.
We have been battling with the problem of water scarcity in our community for a long time now. Whatever the government plans to do for us, we want them to consider water first before any other thing. You have gone round our community to see for yourself how we fetch water from what looks like gutters. We purify the water before use by using a chemical known as alum. When the water is purified, we use it to bathe, cook, drink, and perform ablution. We have been trying to get help from government. A few years back, we went to the offices of the Rural Water and Sanitization Agency and the State Water Board to lodge our complaint. They told us that they are doing their best to ensure that we get water, but up to date, nothing has changed. I also went to see the State Assembly member representing our constituency 3 times in his home. He promised to visit our community and render the necessary assistance. There was a day I gathered almost everyone in my community to receive him because he said he would visit that day. We waited the whole day, but he never showed up. We have tried our best, and there's nothing left for us to do than to pray.
This is the Gubi Dam water treatment plant. It is the major source of water supply to Bauchi metropolis. The last time this facility was expanded to serve the growing population was 25 years ago. Gubi Dam is built on the capacity to supply 45 million liters of water per day. But currently, the facility manages to supply only 30 million liters a day. That is, it supplies water to only 50.96% of the population it is meant to serve. By the year 2025, it is estimated that the metropolis will need 72 million liters to solve the problem of scarcity. The Managing Director, Bauchi State Water and Sewage Corporation, Engineer AMINU GITAL, explains that government is not unaware of the situation and that the water crisis is not peculiar to Guru community, but several others, which is why the state government has embarked on a $71.5 million World Bank-assisted water project aimed at expansion and rehabilitation of the water facility so as to bring succor to the people.
The last time the facilities were expanded was in 1992. That's, we're talking of about 25 years ago, 25, 26 years ago. And it's right now the facilities cannot produce enough to meet the water demand of the metropolis. So the government felt that there's the need for expansion, and we are right now on the expansion processes. We have that investment from the World Bank, and in the next 2.5 to 3 years, we would have carried out this infrastructure project. The facilities would have been expanded, and they would have been operated to be able to meet the water demand of the metropolis. The stages of the project is that we want to rehabilitate these facilities and make sure that we produce at full installed capacity, that is optimum utilization capacity. And that means we are going to produce 45 million liters. Now, the present population of the metropolis requires that in 2017, because we have just left 2017, we need about 61 million liters, which means we already have a gap of about 16 million liters. Now, and our projected demand by the year 2025 is about 72 million liters. So what we are saying is we will add another 11 plus 11, around 22 million liters. So the project is like trying to improve the facilities to be able to produce about 72 to 75 million liters per day to be able to meet the demand of the metropolis. The corporation is operating these facilities optimally, and the government is conscious of the deficit in this infrastructure, and is doing its level best to make sure that those deficits are met.
While pen has probably been put to paper to remedy the water crisis in these Bauchi communities, what's on ground requires urgent attention in order to avert a much bigger health concerns.